When I married Sarah, I honestly thought she would be by my side forever. We built everything together. The house, the plans, the little rituals that made ordinary days feel special. But behind that flawless exterior, she hid a secret that would one day break me. She was seeing someone else. I discovered it one evening when she left her phone on the sofa. A message lit the screen, one she'd apparently forgotten to erase. "Last night was incredible. Can't wait to see you again." My stomach sank. I scrolled through the thread, and there it was, weeks of deception laid out in plain text. She hadn't only cheated, she'd been living a double life. When I confronted her, she collapsed in tears, insisting it was a mistake. But her eyes told another story. She wasn't sorry for what she'd done. She was angry at being caught. In that instant, my heart went cold. I walked away, already planning what I would do next. If she thought I'd forgive and move on easily, she didn't know the person she'd married. A few days later, her sister called, sobbing. Sarah had fainted and was in the hospital. I went straight there, driven more by a need to see than by compassion. Seeing her fragile and pale in that bed stirred no sympathy in me, only a grim sense that consequences had started to arrive. Her family pleaded with me to forgive, begged me to be there for her. I said nothing. Inside, I was already shaping my retaliation. Forgiveness wasn't part of my plan. Instead, I decided to make her feel the betrayal she'd handed me. I stayed by her side while she recovered, putting on an act of softening so she would think reconciliation might be possible. Her hope became a tool I intended to use. First, I struck at her security. While she was convalescing, I quietly moved our joint savings into an account under my name alone. I canceled her cards and cut off the financial comforts she'd taken for granted. She didn't notice right away. She was too busy trying to win me back. But the day her card declined at the store and she stood there stunned, the look on her face was priceless. Next, I dismantled her relationships. I collected the messages and proof of her infidelity and sent them to her parents, siblings, and closest friends. The same family who'd begged me to stand by her now recoiled. Her mother wouldn't meet her eyes. Mercy was replaced by shame. Then I rebuilt my life in the open. I started going out more, laughing with friends, posting pictures of dinners, trips, and a life that kept moving forward. Each photo felt like a fresh wound for her because it showed everything she had thrown away. A husband who had loved her, and a life she could no longer claim. When she was finally discharged and expected me to bring her home, I did the opposite. I packed her things, her yoga mat, keys, a few items of clothing, and left the boxes on her parents' doorstep. I told them she could stay with them. I told her she was never coming back to my house. Her tears didn't soften me. If anything, they steeled my resolve. She begged, pleaded that her time in the hospital had changed her, that she'd learned her lesson. But I couldn't forget the secret messages, the nights she spent with someone else while I sat home waiting. Her suffering meant little compared to what her betrayal had done to me. Weeks passed and her desperation grew. The man she'd chosen over me vanished as soon as she fell ill. He didn't visit, didn't call. He was gone. Only then did she realize, painfully late, that the only person who had truly cared for her was me. But by then I was gone and I wasn't coming back. People whispered that I was cruel, that I should forgive because she had been through so much. None of them had seen the nights I spent in anguish, the way her betrayal hollowed me out. Their opinions didn't matter. I tuned out the gossip and focused on moving forward. My revenge wasn't loud or dramatic. It didn't come from shouting or a public spectacle. It was quiet and absolute. I showed her what her choices had cost. She lost everything. Her husband, her peace, her comfort, the life we'd built. All that remained were the memories of what she had destroyed and the emptiness of regret. I walked away stronger. My revenge wasn't about hurting her so much as reclaiming my self-respect. She had mistaken my kindness for weakness, forgetting that gentle hearts can grow cold after betrayal. In the end, I didn't just get even.